Hi guys, I'm Siobhan, otherwise known as Stars for You, and today I was just going to go over how I've done all the clothing pass for Ragnarok. So Ragnarok is the max battle pass tier reward. So once you finish the battle pass you'll have Ragnarok, but I'm doing his max level skin, so that's when you've collected all the XP. So I'm not good at sewing, so what I did was I found some patterns that I could use just to alter to use underneath all his armor parts, because what you're going to be seeing is mostly his armor, but I wanted to make it as accurate as I could. So in his splash art he's got thick sleeves and you can't actually see what kind of neck he has, so all I knew is that I kind of needed formish fitting and then thicker sleeves. So I found this Simplicity pattern 1316. Can you see? So I actually used the pattern for this one, which was pattern D, because this one had the sleeves that I wanted, it's got a front panel, and I don't need to add the beads unless I want to. So if you guys want to do the same style as I used, check out Simplicity pattern 1316. I'll link all the stuff that I used down below, just in case you guys want to use it. So I'm not great at sewing, but I did my best and I was actually pretty happy with how it turned out. So the scoop neck I didn't actually bother hemming. I didn't use any of the stiffening stuff either, just because I want this to be as authentic as possible. Vikings wouldn't have had stiff material from that stuff. They would have it from like dried blood and mud and that. So I didn't use all the things from the pattern, I kind of altered it just to give it my own unique feel. So at the top, it's hidden by the belt, but I've actually added some Canadian smocking, which I've taken off to show you. So smocking is basically you draw a grid on the other side, and using a needle and thread you connect some of the dots and you pull it tightly and it'll make a pattern on the fabric. So I wanted to add some detailing to Ragnarok's undershirt, so I'm going to have these on either of his sleeves, and then I still need to add some wear and tear. I saw this pattern, this one right here, and I'm like, that looks perfect. It's exactly what Ragnarok is wearing, and it looks comfy. So I'm like, found my material, got the pattern, and I realized this is only for stretch knit. It's what I do, mess up. But fortunately pattern C and D weren't for stretch knit, so I made pattern D, and I think it turned out okay. But what I did was I wanted the ending to still be kind of stretchy, so it can like, it won't move too much. Also, he's got a bandage effect down on the bottom of his pants, as you can see in the splash art. So what I did was I got the end cuff from the stretch knit pattern and I attached it to pattern D and just added the bandage effect myself. So this, I actually was really happy with how it turned out, considering I'm a sewing noob, but if you wanted to use the same pattern and try to butcher it like I did, it was Simplicity pattern 2061. Again, I'll have the link below, because you guys can't read backwards. Weathering. So basically, what I did for this was, these parts are meant to have armor attached to the front of them. So I was like, these need to be heavier duty, they wouldn't tear if they've got like heavy bits of metal attached to them. So what I thought would work was I got like a leather suede and I got sackcloth, and basically I've gone through and I sewed the edges, and then I kind of trimmed a little bit, but I left it as messy as I could, like not too messy, but a little bit messy. And then I've gone over it with scissors and a wire brush to get the effect that I wanted down the bottom. I cut holes there, wire brushed some more, just to make it more natural, I guess. So then, as you can see, it looks kind of dirty and rugged, and what I used for this was shoe polish. So I've got dark tan, I've got some black, and I've got some light brown, just scattered around to give it this really, like, gross effect, just because authentic. The game actually has a large triangle on the front panel and a smaller triangle, so cutting out bang bang clean cut doesn't really look authentic. So what I did was try to emulate patches that they had, triangle, smaller triangle, and then I just wire brushed it out like mad to try and make it feel more authentic, I guess. Just because when you're looking at something, if it's got like wear and tear, you don't want it to look clean wear and tear, so it looks like someone's just added this in. So that's how I did the front panel. So now I'll show you my favorite part, the cape. So I put the material on the floor, cut out the basic shape that I wanted. I asked for some help and got my sister, who is similar height to me, and put it against her back, just to see if it was sitting at the right height for me. I'm still not 100% sure. I'm gonna attach the armor to it at the top, and then once it's on my back, I'll see if I need to actually shorten it a little bit more. But what I did for this was I got the edges and I made them really messy. So cut up. I tried to make it similar to where all the holes and wear and tear was on the actual skin. And he's got patches on his coat, so I've actually gone through and I put felt there. And the pulley sewn on and things, so I tried to replicate that with the stitching here. So it's just got a few holes, and then I've really gone through and just added fake dirt, which I use cinnamon for. It smells really nice, unless you don't like cinnamon. And I guess you could use other ones, maybe nutmeg. And then I added some claw marks, because those are fun. And they're really simple, just get like a knife and then just stretch it a little bit, add some wire brush, and it makes it look a bit more real. Okay, so the top, there isn't actually much detail as to what it is in the game. So I went through and I like fur, so I added some fur. So I've got a layer of fur, ribbon, and then the leather. Because the top part actually has a panel underneath the white part. So I'm not exactly sure if I'm happy with the wear and tear on the white material. So I might actually go through and add some more tea bagging. Tea bagging is just getting a wet tea bag and then going over the material. You can also get a spray bottle. Spray bottle looks a bit better. And then just spray it, just to give it like a crinkly, old, dirty effect. And then, as you can see, I've gone through with shoe polish again, wire brush, and cut the edges. So I might make them more realistic, but that's what it looks like in game with the spikes and stuff. So I'll see if I change that at all. Alright, now to the shoes. These are actually like $20 shoes from Aldi, and they actually used to be really bright. I'll see if I can find a photo, if it will be here, if I can. And basically, I didn't want it to be that color of brown, so I got black shoe polish, went over it, and then rubbed some of it off. And it actually gave me this really nice brown, which is the one that I wanted. And then I went through and I cut up some fur, and I just attached it up the top, and I went through with wire brush I still need to go over it with a bit of hairspray just to give it more like rugged feel, because you can do that with your fingers, but if it rubs down it looks pretty again, which I don't want. It must be rough and tough. So I'll see if I can make those look a bit more worn, but I was really happy with how they turned out. So this is the second one. Also, they've got a bit of natural wear and tear on them, because these are actually used before, not for cosplay. So they've got a bit of mud, they've got a bit of dirt, and a little bit of the soles like being taken away, which is perfecto for what I want. Yeah. So again, if you want to find any of the patterns that I've used, I'll link them all down below. So that was just these two. And then also, if you want to have a look at the smocking, I'll link a tutorial to the one that I used, because it's a really great way to add detailing to fabric. All you need is a piece of fabric, a pencil to mark out all the grid, and then needle and thread. And you can make something pretty. Mine isn't pretty. Mine is a mess. But you get the point. Maybe yours will turn out better. If it does, link me photos below. Link me photos anyway. I want to see what you guys make. So, my next vlog should be coming out as soon as I finish the armor parts. The foam arrived from Lumen's workshop, so I'm really excited to start the helmet because I'm actually making it glow. So, alright, thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.